can are continuing to work on against set defenses and half court offense?
Well, we worked on it again today. I mean, we need better ball movement, side to side. We've got to put a little bit more pressure on people on pick and rolls and stuff. So it's an ongoing process, and right now, quite honestly, we're struggling with it. We've had some success in each game finding one or two sets that are, fairly effective. But in terms of being able to flow into things, we haven't been real good.
Hey, Coach, this is Ollie with the Bird Rights. I know that you've talked the last couple of days about the problems you've encountered with the team offensively, but how happy are you defensively? I know you talked about the reduced turnovers yesterday, but I'm specifically looking at you've taken this team and the players, of course, from allowing probably the league's the most shots inside the restricted area, as to where after 3 games, I think it's down to 18. It's in the top 3.
Well, I think we've, early in the season done some things well defensively. We've done a decent job limiting points in the paint. The other things we've done well, we haven't fouled. We're not sending people to the free throw line. That's a big part of good defense. We've really defensive rebounded well. We've done a good job as a team. We're getting almost 80% on the defensive board. And then we're forcing turnovers. We've been active enough with our hands and our length that we've been able to force some turnovers. So defensively, we have done some good things. We've still got a long way to go at that end. But certainly right now, our defense has been significantly better than our offense.
Coach, and a quick follow-up, if I could ask. Do you attribute a lot of this maybe to Steven Adams now manning the center position for this team, or is it just a combination of the team keeping just the opponents out of the paint better?
Well, I think it's both. Steven's an outstanding defender, but we've got other guys who can guard, and it's just a matter of developing trust in one another. I mean, Eric Bledsoe's obviously an all-defensive team guy. I think that, Lonzo Ball's certainly capable of defending at that level. So when your guards can defend like that is a big part of it. We've talked about Steven. Brandon's very capable as a defender, and Zion's got good instincts off the ball. It's been a little bit tough for him in that he's got to guard a lot of perimeter players like last night. And then Josh Hart, to me, is a very good defender. So, we should be a good defensive team. We should be. Now, we've got some areas that we've got to shore up. I'm still not thrilled with our transition defense. Our closeouts have got to be harder and better to contest threes. And our communication certainly needs to improve on pick and rolls, but it took a step forward last night.
Coach, this is Jim from Pelicans.com. You mentioned earlier the team reducing how many fouls it commits. How do you get a team to do that? Is it about better positioning? Is it about the right amount of aggression on defense? How do you coach that as far as getting them to be successful at not committing so many fouls?
That's really an individual focus for them. We've talked about, the fouls we want to eliminate, the bailout fouls where the guy beats you half a step on the dribble, and instead of trusting your help, you just reach down and slap. Steven does a very good job with verticality. That helps. And we've made points about, not holding cutters and things like that. So if you just cut down on the lack of discipline fouls, the leaving your feet on shot fakes, fouling three-point shooters, those kind of things, you can go a long way. And so far, we've been pretty good with that.
Coach, clearly y'all have a small sample size right now. Sorry, Caroline here from Pelicans Radio. Y'all have a small sample size with the 3 games you've played, but I'm curious, at one point we were talking about clutch time being a struggle for the Pelicans, and last night, obviously they got it done. When you're talking about a green team like this, a young team, you have some veterans, what goes into securing a clutch time win like that?
Well, we did it, at the defensive end of the floor and with our rebounding. Brandon, over the last few minutes, sort of carried us running pick and rolls with him. He did a great job, but then he had a couple turnovers late, and our defense had to go down and hold. So I thought we were able to find a way to make some plays to get back in front, but then it was really our defense that closed it out.
Hey, Stan, Scott Kushner with Bull.com. What aspect of Brandon and working with him, coaching him, and watching him these first 3 games, what stood out to you the most? And it just seems like he's really taken ownership of this team in a lot of ways.
Yeah, great confidence. I mean, I think he's got great confidence in his game, number one, and his work ethic is great. So he spends a lot of time working on his game. He watches film. He wants to get better. I think he really works at it, and and then he's got, because of the work he puts in and the preparation he does, he's got great confidence.
All right, thank you very much, Coach.
All right, thanks.